What's up, guys, on the True Goon? And finally, Kieran Tierney is an Arsenal player. This deal has dragged on for ages. Obviously, first deal was rejected by Celtic, I believe was around £18 million. The second deal was rejected. We had the right fee, £25 million. However, Celtic wanted all the money up front. But it looks like now Arsenal have secured the deal to sign Kieran Tierney, as the structure was right for all parties concerned. Kieran Tierney isn't going to be there for 10 in a row with Celtic. He's become an Arsenal player, and I'm very happy with this. This is a player who I've wanted at Arsenal for quite a couple of years. I've heard a lot about him. Hopefully he can have the same impact Andy Robertson had when he went from Dundee United to Hull and then obviously to Liverpool. Tierney taking that jump straight into a top 6 club like Arsenal. But I do think from what I've heard over in Scotland, he is highly regarded as he is one of the best, if not the best prospect / player in Scottish football right now, in the Scottish Premier League. I don't want to compare him to Andy Robertson because he's not Andy Robertson yet, but hopefully he can be our Andy Robertson. Who knows? He won't be ready for the start of the season. It's been reported. I'm sure majority of people who are watching this video right now who have a very good knowledge of football and obviously have been reading into the Kieran Tierney situation. He's currently recovering from a double hernia operation. Sounds very painful. Which he had after Celtic won the Scottish Cup. He went in for this surgery. It was a planned surgery. It was a success, but he won't be ready for the start of the season. Hopefully he could be ready for around September time, maybe just before that, but he won't be ready for the start. Not to mention that I'm more than happy with Kolasinac staying after the whole incident that happened with Mesut Ozil last week, with him basically saving his life and saving his own wife's life, along with Mesut Ozil's wife. Very awful situation, but I'm glad the two came out okay, and that was captain material from Kolasinac, but we'll get on to that maybe another time. But Kieran Tierney, Kolasinac is a great. I actually think he's a better left midfielder than he is a left back. He can't play left back. He's more of a left wing back, right? And that isn't me criticising him because I have a hell of a lot of respect for the guy since what happened. Bottom line is this though: Kieran Tierney, he's a player who has end product when it comes to attacking in the final third. He knows how to defend as well, but hopefully he can take that transition onto from Scottish football to the highest of the highs, which is the Premier League. He seems like a confident guy. He's only 22 years of age as well, so if he does fulfil what we all think could be his potential, he could be our left back for the next 8 to 10 years maybe. And with Hector only being about 24, 25, we've got our fullback set for the next 5 years minimum, which is brilliant news. Obviously, Monreal wasn't getting any older, Kolasinac isn't getting any younger, and neither is Kolasinac, so we needed a left back in. And I wouldn't be surprised if Monreal does end up leaving the club now. He's been a great servant. I do think his legs have gone though in the last couple of seasons, especially last season. If he does go, I would be very surprised not to hit another centre half in. Like I've mentioned in the past, I've heard a lot of rumours about Rugani on loan, which would be a great signing. But I think this is the last thing we need now. We just need a centre half, and that'd be great. But like I said, this is a great defensive recruit by Arsenal. That is one area of the defence I think that did really needed doing, and hopefully after he's recovered from his double hernia, the fact that he could still pass the medical was great. It's just great to hear, great news. Arsenal are doing the business in the transfer window, which is what we all wanted. They're backing Emery as we speak. Raul is doing fantastic business for the club. The instalments basically are instalments FC, but I don't think this deal hasn't really been done in instalments because Celtic wanted the money up front, and that's what we've now given to him, which is great to hear. Like I said, it's dragged on for about 2 months. I'm just glad it's now over the line. I just think we need a centre half now. Get a centre half in, and I think this is a perfect transfer window. I do think that with the signings we've made at the moment, we have. I wouldn't say nothing's secured in football, especially in the Premier League. I'm going to put that out there right now. But with the signings that we've made and the the fact that we knew what we needed to improve, and we've actually gone out there and done the recruitments that we needed is just brilliant, and it's just so refreshing for us to do, because in the past we've had areas of our team where we had, honestly, in plain sight, had to improve, and we haven't improved. The only thing I'd say is the only downside I'd say, if this is our business done now, is the fact we didn't get a centre half in it. And it's unfortunate that we couldn't get Saliba in for this season, because I think it would have been great. However, I do understand the deal wouldn't have been done unless he was to be loaned back, and that's just life. We've taken that sacrifice. Obviously, Holding's really pushing on to be ready for the start of next season, and of course, Bellerin's still recovering from injury. And obviously, the Tierney situation still seems untenable. I think we'll keep Chambers in, and hopefully he can develop as a good centre half. I do still know that he's a better defensive midfielder, as we've seen at Fulham last season. He was great there. He was actually the player of the season, but I think we're going to give him another shot at centre half, which is fair enough. You know, I do think he deserves it as well. Still quite young as well, so we'll see what happens with that. And obviously, I will be back if we do make that centre half signing, because I think if we are still in this window, it'll be for a centre half, and I don't think it'll be a permanent. I think it will be a loan deal, but we'll see what happens. I'm not getting anyone's hopes up because I haven't got any sources. This is what I'm hoping for. Just get a centre half, Arsenal, please. I know Tierney can play there, but he's our left back. We can't be swapping and changing like a Monreal with Kieran Tierney. I'm really happy with this signing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Kieran Tierney, £25 million deal from Celtic, finally done and been announced. Like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. I've been a True Gooner. Thanks for watching, and peace.